the biggest disappointment that I've had with him so far.
Yeah, so there's a couple things here. Most Republican operatives that I talk to insist that this is not going to be a driving issue in the 2026 midterm election. This is not going to make people win or lose their elections, but it could have an impact on base turnout around the margins. Democrats aren't also going to focus on this in the midterms. They are going to do cost of living issues and focus on pocketbook sort of issues. But what it does do is it continues to be in the atmosphere about the perception that people have about Donald Trump and the Republican Party generally.
Yeah. I've been talking with Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's split with Donald Trump on this Epstein issue, even though they remain very aligned, and she says they remain close. And she told me that she believes it's affecting Republican enthusiasm. Again, we don't expect Donald Trump to have to be on the ballot again to deal with it, but there are other Republicans who may have to deal with the long-term repercussions of what many Republicans, like the focus group participants said, the wishy-washiness of this whole Epstein saga.
Hundreds of documents that until tonight had been the property of Jeffrey Epstein's estate are now public. Those documents include Jeffrey Epstein's will, the Justice Department's controversial agreement to not prosecute Jeffrey Epstein on much more serious charges back in 2007, and page after page after page of unredacted names from Jeffrey Epstein's address book. Now, this isn't a client list per se. It's the names, phone numbers, and addresses of the people that he knew. And judging by what we're looking at tonight, he knew a lot of people. Also released this evening, that collection of birthday messages from friends for Jeffrey Epstein's 50th birthday. The Republican chairman of the House Oversight Committee, Congressman James Comer, said the decision to release all of this tonight was because Democrats on that committee released this. It's the letter purportedly from the President of the United States that the White House and his attorneys insisted didn't exist. It's a sexually suggestive drawing for Epstein on his birthday with what appears to be Trump's signature there at the bottom. A picture that Trump strenuously denied ever drawing.
I don't do drawings. I'm not a drawing person. I don't do drawings. Sometimes people say, would you draw a building? And I'll draw 4 lines and a little roof, you know, for a charity stuff. But I'm not a drawing person. I don't do drawings of women, that I can tell you. They say there's a drawing of a woman, and I don't do drawings of women. And also, you know, Epstein was always a very controversial guy.
You did not write a letter for Jeffrey Epstein's birthday?
I don't even know what they're talking about. Now, somebody could have written a letter and used my name, but that's happened a lot.
When this story was first published, the vice president said that the Wall Street Journal's initial reporting that the letter even existed was, quote, complete and utter bullshit. The president himself sued the